Hey guys, welcome to Wrestling Days and welcome to this bonus episode of Unseen. I do want to stress from the very beginning, this is a bonus episode. The real episode of Unseen dropped earlier. It's about half an hour long and it has got so much stuff in it. Like, honestly, the timestamps took ages to type out. In fact, I gave up. I didn't even type them all out. I got so far and I was like, you know what, that's enough. So I didn't even do them all, right? Because I didn't do all the different fun stuff and all that kind of stuff because I had another stream to get to. Plus, I had to do a review of Crown Jewel, so much going on today. But I knew that because I was doing another stream, I wasn't able to kind of mop up following Crown Jewel. So that's why this is a bonus episode. We're going to start with this, right? So this is the Wyatt Sicks. They've sent out a tweet. So crawling in their ear, laying eggs of false promises and lies, right? Now, for me, that's interesting, but this is just as important because we know what this is from. And I'm really interested in the play bit as well, okay? And the reason why I'm saying this is because this is from this moment here, right? So, TYYYY, shout out to you. This is from 2017, and this is the moment that Miz approached Bo and approached Curtis Axel about becoming his Miztourage. You know, he actually arrives and says, I'm going to make you big stars. I'll make you stars that your family can be proud of, right? So the Miz came and he spoke to Bo and Curtis Axel and he promised a lot of things which he didn't follow through with and he didn't deliver on, right? So crawling in their ear, laying eggs of false promises and lies. So this is a moment that I think has really stuck with Bo. And the reason why I say that is because it's not just an image that's been taken like from YouTube. This is like recorded on a videotape and is being watched back. And you can tell that by the fact it's grainy. It's not very sharp. It's not YouTube. And the play thing as well, right? So is this something that Uncle Howdy like really fixates on? Is this something that Bo sits down and, you know, it really bothers him? Because this is giving us a lot more context now as to why The Miz is a target for the Wyatt Sicks. You know, maybe this is not just about his betrayal of R-Truth. Perhaps Bo has had Miz in his sights for quite a while, right? Perhaps Miz was always going to be a target at some point for the Wyatt Sicks because of the way he treated them when they were in the Miztourage. So it's a really interesting moment. This is the moment where he approaches them, as I said, back in 2017. And I think that explains the quote that's at the top of the tweet. So, Word of Wrestling, shout out to you. Bo, your comic relief with your stupid smile and your positivity. Wake up. There was quite a few lines in here that were quite brutal, right? Kind of saying that you're just a joke, basically. You know, I can make you a star. And he sold them the dream. And as we know, it didn't quite go according to plan. Kane said the forked tongue serpent crawling in their ear, laying eggs of false promises and lies. I think that's really interesting how Kane has put the previous message with this message. You know, because we did get that tweeted the other day, the forked tongue serpent. So was that the first part? And this is the second part? The forked tongue serpent crawling in their ear. It looks like he's talking about the Miz. I believe he is as well. But it could be connected with what Miz did, with what Karrion is doing. Well, that is also true. It could be connected to Karrion getting into people's ear, trying to tell them that things are going to be better, just like what the Miz did to Bo Dallas back in 2017. So really interesting. There's a lot of little connections and things to think about there, but that's the way that I've decoded it. I know that's the way that a lot of you have decoded it as well. So very good. Big thank you to everyone that tagged me in that. I do have a pretty beefy, meaty thanks folder once again. We'll get to that at the end. Let's have a look at Crown Jewel. These are things that have come out since, images and whatever. We're just gonna like mop them up. Steph DeLander says, every wrestler sitting at home watching Crown Jewel needs to get out an effing pad and pen and take some notes from Chelsea Green on how to get over. Chelsea Green, I saw so much praise for her performance in Crown Jewel. The fact that she ended up getting Vader bombed by Piper Niven, like, people really enjoyed that spot. But, I mean, there was a few moments where she was being chucked around. There was a moment where I think Jade Cargill had her up, picked her up. And I think Lash, like, sort of snatched her. And then Lash was kind of carrying her around. Like, she really was just being ragdolled in this match. And it just so fits her character, you know? Because she obviously wants to be the big, strong superstar that's, like, chucking people around and being the star of the show. So for her to be kind of ragdolled and treated this way, it obviously is going to absolutely appall and upset her character. So really, really fun. Really fun. And that's where, obviously, a lot of her humour can come from. And there was a really good backstage interview that she did. We'll get to it. So here, word of wrestling. Shout out to you. We knew that Paul Heyman was backstage. People are telling me that this is a picture of him backstage at Crown Jewel. I don't know if that's true. But people are saying that this is him backstage at Crown Jewel. This is the kind of thing where it turns out this is from 2021 or something like that, right? But yeah, I mean, I heard he was backstage, and apparently there was footage doing the rounds of him arriving. And people on the live stream were asking, did we think we would see Paul Heyman? And my answer was no, because he is actually backstage at quite a few shows. You know, he's still part of WWE, and he's obviously a very creative mind. I mean, he's worked in creative before. He's run like ECW, right? So, I mean, he pretty much knows how to do everything behind the scenes. So he is a really important person to have around. So, yeah, he's there quite a bit, but it doesn't mean that he's going to be used as an on-screen talent. But apparently this is a leaked picture of Paul Heyman at the show. Right, this here, look, this is the interview. Chelsea says SOS. So if we just skip it forward a bit, look, she is in pain.
What happened out there with Piper? Are you okay?
How much did you just get paid to say that to me, Jennifer?
Jennifer? That's Jackie.
Genuinely, I just want to
See if I'm okay. There is a... Huh? There is a Chelsea-shaped hole in the mat. I am ingrained in the mat. I am roadkill on that mat.
She could have a lot of fun with this. She could have a lot of fun with this. I mean, look, even Jennifer can't help but break out a little smile here as well. So, very good. Very good. We haven't got time to play it all. We're going to move on. Look, we had this as well. This is footage of Randy Orton being stretchered away after that spot where Kevin Owens landed on him in the crowds. So there we go, being carted away. Is Randy okay? What are the repercussions of that brawl? I mean, there could be some serious repercussions. Because not only could it be that we do a little bit of an injury angle, but we know that a referee was stunned. We know that Adam Pearce was RKO'd. So there could be some really big repercussions. Here's Xavier. He said, Gunther is smart. He put Cody in a sleeper because he knows he's also fighting jet lag. Them eyelids are heavy as a dump truck right now. So Xavier saying that Cody is suffering from a bit of jet lag. So his eyes probably naturally want to just, you know, so put him in a sleeper. The eyes are heavy anyway. It's a great way of securing the win. I mean, it was a good strategy, but sadly, as we know, it didn't work. So Cody, the first ever Crown Jewel champion. And obviously Liv Morgan, the first ever women's Crown Jewel champion. So Larry, shout out to you. Look at these. Jey Uso had his own huge Yeet glasses in Saudi Arabia. Look at that. You can have your picture taken in front of some giant Yeet glasses. So Riley, thank you. There you are. There you are. This is the picture I was looking for. Do you know what? This picture, it didn't really arrive until hours and hours and hours after we dropped Unseen. I think in Unseen, I said at the end, I'll go to WWE to see if I can find a better picture. I forgot, right? But I remembered afterwards, after I'd finished recording, I went and checked and there wasn't one anyway. So I knew I had to include something here. So TJF 1983, I got sent in a few images, but honestly, this was the sharpest. It's so sharp, you can even see that just above champion, it says crown jewel, right? And it's got like a crown. There's like some sort of green thing here. Loads of like stones in there. Little WWE logo. I mean, it's pretty big. It's a really big ring. I mean, I don't know how comfortable that would be to wear on a regular basis. So it's a pretty big ring, but it looks pretty cool as well, in all fairness. It looks pretty cool. I mean, I'm not sure about the green, but I mean, it works for the crown jewel color scheme, of course. But yeah, I honestly, I think it's pretty good. This just confused me, right? This just confused me because I think we was under the impression that she was dressed as the X-Men woman, whatever her name is. Is it this one? Mystique, is it? Mystique? Is that her name? I don't know the X-Men. So we looked at this, right? But now here's Lash Legend saying a quick round of applause for this Avatar look. So she's claiming that this is actually Avatar. Okay, well, that's fine. If she's saying that this was inspired by Avatar, that's fine. No problem. No, that's fine. If that's what that is, that's fine. But here, look, Ring the Bell said Jakara is giving mystique realness, right? And Jakara's like, yep. So what are they? Because I've got one going, yep, that's right, I am Mystique. I got another one going, yep, I'm Avatar. Can we get some? Do they even know what they are? Because I can't see any difference between these bodysuits. It's not like that one's Avatar, that one's Mystique, right? They're the flipping same. So you can't be both, right? You can't be both. You can't be Avatar and Mystique, so I don't even know anymore. If they don't know, how are we meant to know? I have no idea what the inspiration was for this. Did someone just hand them these? Like, or what happened? I have no idea what's going on here. I have no idea how you don't even know what the inspiration for your ring gear is. Like, that is... I'm stunned. That's awesome. So, there we go. So here, look, we've got Roman Reigns, the only superstars to pin Roman Reigns during the Tribal Chief era, Jey Uso, Cody Rhodes, and Solo Sikoa. So since he became the Tribal Chief, they're the only people that have pinned Roman Reigns. And you might have seen this, but Kevin Owens revealed that he thinks he might have broken a rib. It's one of those kind of throwaway comments, so I'm not sure that it's true. But he was really selling his injury backstage when Kathy Kelly came along to have a word. And he was really selling that. The other thing I suppose we have to talk about is the fact that Liv got really emotional. I mean, unsurprising, but, you know, I mean, she was pretty much crying all throughout the post-show. She was crying as Triple H was saying some nice words about her being the first women's Crown Jewel champion. She was crying as Big E and Jackie Redmond were saying that she deserved it and talking about, like, the journey she had been on. She was crying when some fans said, you deserve it. So, like, she was pretty much... I mean, really, the post-show was like 30 minutes of Liv Morgan crying. And then a little bit of Kevin Owens saying he thinks he's broken his ribs. And that was pretty much it, to be honest. So, there we go. That was the bits that we had from Crown Jewel. If we go to WWE, shall we? There's not much in here. So we got this. So Word Wrestling, thank you. So this person here says, WWE fumbled the bag by letting you go. And Baron Corbin said, I appreciate that. And I feel the same. And so that's done the rounds. That's been of interest to people. Now, we have looked at this shirt before, but we didn't look at it in any detail. I just told you that there was a new Cody shirt. But here's Cody, look, Fanatics throwing that little Easter egg on there makes this my favorite piece of merch. So, of course, immediately you go, what Easter egg? I don't know if it's on the sleeve where it says, like, QB1, which I think is quarterback 1. Right? He calls himself the quarterback. It's actually in his bio on Twitter. He calls himself the quarterback of WWE. And I don't know if that's featured before. So I don't know if it's that QB1 and if that's the first time that that's featured. There is another thought that I saw people saying, and that is this star here like being representative of the championship and how Cody refers to it as being the North Star, right? I saw another person saying, well, there's actually 3 stars, so could it be that he's a 3-star general? I don't think it's that. I've never heard him use that, right? So I'm looking at the quarterback, one thing. I'm looking at the star up here. I don't know. I honestly don't know what other little Easter eggs could be there. So if you got any thoughts on that, feel free to drop them in the comments below. I don't think it's anything sinister or anything that's like, you know, going to change his character or anything like that. I just think there's something in there which maybe has not been there before, or maybe is kind of connected to something that's going on now, or something that's happened recent, you know, I don't know. And so it's not been on any previous merch. Yeah, and I'm just going to show you this as well, because we spoke about this previously, but I didn't have a picture. I said about how Priest is looking to pay homage to his Puerto Rican culture, and how they're looking to embrace that mask. I don't know how you pronounce that. Vegemite, I don't know. How they're going to embrace the mask that he wore at WrestleMania. Well, I didn't have a picture of it, right? But here we go. Here's one. And actually, Dustin got in touch just 16 hours ago to tell me about this. So that sort of says to me there's people out there that didn't see the conversation we had in Unseen a few days ago, so it's worth just dropping in again. So that could be a permanent feature for Damian Priest, which I wouldn't mind. I think it looks pretty badass, actually. So I really wouldn't mind if that was a permanent thing. So very good, very cool. So that was WWE. Oh, I've got to show you this. This is one of my favorite folders, I think, of the year. Right, this is good. This is really good. So you're gonna have to take a walk with me. I'm gonna explain it, right? So here we've got Big E, and he is sampling some food, right? So here he is in Saudi Arabia. We saw this on the Countdown show. Him trying like some of these local cuisines. Yeah, there he is filming for the Countdown show. Very good, right? All good. No problems. No dramas. And then this person was like, I'm sorry, I love you, right? This is Bizarro Babyface, who tagged in Kofi and Xavier. And it is basically this image here, which is just put on a green background. That is going to make it very easy for anyone to take this image and use it however they want. And the internet has responded. You'll be pleased to know the internet has responded. There he is, look. At the death of Mr. Dragon Ball Z. So there we go. He's there. This is actually Xavier that did this. This is him testing out a new bed, right? That's him testing out a new bed. And this one's pretty good. Looks like he's got Stone Cold in the sharpshooter at WrestleMania 13. So that's a pretty good one, I thought. So I was very impressed with Xavier's attempt. We've got this one here, look, that turns him into Princess Leia. I think that's very good. We got this one here where he's breakdancing with Ray Gun. I think that's very good. We got this one here where he is playing the role of Jasmine in Aladdin. We got this one here. I think it's a Shaft. I actually don't know. But he fits in my mind, seamlessly with these ladies all around Shaft's feet. So I think it's Shaft. I don't know. I've not seen this film, right? So there we go. He's in it anyway. I know this film. Here he is next to Pumbaa, who has Hakuna Matata, who has sadly passed away. Here he is as a clock. I do love the clock one. I'm not sure. I think it might be 8 o'clock. Or maybe it's just like 4 minutes, but I feel like their head might be pointing to like 3-4 minutes past 8. I think if I was to guess at the time, I'd be like, yeah, that's about 3 minutes past 8. So it works as a clock. It works. Here he is, look, delivering a splash on, I think that's Darren Young of the Primetime Players. Here he is, of course, at the top of Hell in a Cell. There's The Undertaker. There's Mankind, 1998. Who knew that Big E was up there as well? Here he is, enjoying himself at the swimming pool, having a great time, right? Not sure that's what I would personally wear if I was going to the swimming pool, but, you know, why not? Here he is, just trying to be there for Cody at WrestleMania 40, just to let him know, okay, night 1 hasn't gone very well, but I've got high hopes for night 2. Yeah. So there we go. Just be in there for him. Here he is as the Shockmaster. Yeah. Amazing. I don't remember it this way, but amazing. Here he is with some friends. I don't know quite what they're doing. I'm going to say Beyblades, but I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea, but it's good to see that he's getting out and that he's making friends beyond the New Day. So, love this. Here he is. I think, is this the back of a boat? I don't know. Back of a boat, maybe? Just, it feels that way, doesn't it? It feels that way. Shame to see that he's on his own, you know? Shame to see that. It's a shame that he doesn't have some friends with him, but let's see if we can get him some, because here he is doing volleyball, indoor volleyball, right? I don't know. Is he contributing much? It feels like he's kind of sat down during the game, and I'm not sure that's quite how you play it, but I don't know. Look, he's got his hands in the right position. I'd say he's eager, right? But he's probably at quite a low skill level. Here he is with Peter Griffin. I have no idea what's going on here, to be honest. I really don't know. I mean, I do think Peter Griffin's got his pants on, though. So I feel like that's quite important to point out. So there we go. Here he is with his friends. So this is him with some, you know, we were talking about how it's a shame he didn't have friends earlier. Looks like he's made some friends. And that's really good. That's, again, it's good to get out there and make friends beyond the New Day. So great. Really good. Here he is. Playing pool in a glitch. So here he is on a new sofa, maybe. I mean, I don't know what this is. This is The Office, maybe. You know the one with Steve Carell, Ricky Gervais. Perhaps he's just popped in there for interview, maybe, or something. I don't know. I don't really recognise the decor of this one. Here he is being picked up by Goldberg, so that's pretty fun. Here he is, just round the back of Sting during this really cool moment. You know, never noticed him before. Here he is, just building sandcastles, really, just living his best life. And here he is. On the front cover of the film Twins, which again, I didn't know, honestly. This must have been like Twins 2 or something, so amazing. So it's quite a walk, wasn't it? But hopefully a walk that you enjoyed, and who knows, that might even rumble on into tomorrow, so very good. We've got a little kind of story as well here. This is NXT tonight, right? So Axiom was in the ring, and time was running out. Right, he was going to have to defend the tag titles on his own because Nathan Frazer was not around. And all of a sudden, Nathan saw this and he was like, wait, WTF, we've got a title match, right? At NXT Orlando, a house show, right? And Axiom's like, brother, I've called you 20 times. What are you doing? We're up in a few minutes. And here, look, Nathan Frazer's like, oops. There's Axiom's 21 missed calls, right? But look at this. Seth Rollins called him. Ava called him. I don't know who that boomer is. And down there, Seth Rollins as well. So people are like, oh, Seth Rollins giving you a call, is he? So interesting. But that's obviously what they wanted us to look at. So Axiom, 20 odd times he tried to call. And check this out. So here he is.
Oh, he made it!
He made it!
Oh! Got it!
So there we go, he made it. So it cuts off very soon. It's only a very short clip. But basically, Axiom had to start the match at NXT Orlando on his own. And then partway through the match, that's when Nathan Frazer came running down. So he Ubered straight out the Uber. And he managed to get into the match. I think they retained. I mean, I never heard that they didn't, so I think they retained. Right, okay, so we've done WWE. We've done... Oh, we haven't done Fun. We've done Crown Jewel. We've done Wyatt's. We've done Big E. We've just done NXT. So let's go fun, shall we? Only a few bits in here. Fightful said the WWE Crown Jewel Championship is massive. Look at the size of this thing, man. Look at the size of this thing. And here, Adam Goldberg said, this is how Cody looks with the Crown Jewel Championship. So there was another belt, actually, that Wrestle with Andy told us about during the live stream that also was absolutely monstrous. So that's what, the new South Championship or something. But it is true. Look at the size of this thing. I think part of it is the proportion, but still, it is bonkers. It is bonkers. Yeah, this has been everywhere as well. This is from the post-show. This is Big E talking about, like, 5 stars that really shone brightest at Crown Jewel. And one person he mentions is Solo. And he says, I've got to shout out Solo. Just because of, like, I think he says the damage he does to the throat of Roman Reigns, talking about the Samoan spike, right? Here, look. Solo did what to Roman's throat? Look at Liv's reaction. She's got a dirty mind.
Punishing the throat of the OTC to pick up the biggest win.
Punishing the throat, he says. I've got to include him for punishing the throat of the... I don't know why she looks... I have no idea why she looks over, but... Look at the reaction she gives.
Punishing the throat of the OTC.
Punishing the throat of the OTC. I mean, it does sound mildly sexual. And I think that's probably what's going through her head here, because... Come on, look at the reaction.
Punishing the throat of the OTC.
The eyes go wide. It's kind of like, did you just say that? Did you? And then I think she looks at Jackie to just double check. Like, did he just say that?
To pick up the biggest win.
Is it? I'm playing it again.
Punishing the throat of the OTC.
So good. Right, Metal Mama, shout out to you. Breaking news. Karrion Kross has found The Miz. Let's go. There you go. He's having a look. Okay, that's good, actually. It's like a toy hunt for me. There you are.
You're awesome.
You're awesome, he says. Hey, look, we can actually have a look and see what they've got. Guys, this is like a live toy hunt. We've got The Rock, Monday Night War. They've got an Alexa Championship Showdown pack. Can't quite tell what that is, you know. That's like Bobby, maybe. So that's Charlotte and Alexa. I saw Pretty Deadly. Cody Rhodes, top picks. This is going to be Walmart. This will be Walmart because that is a Walmart exclusive. These Superstars figures, they're Walmart exclusives. Look at that. They've still got... Is that Kushida? They've still got Kushida on the shelves. That's pretty wild. Sheamus. And it's The Miz that he's interested in. I don't know if we get a chance to have a look at any more. That's it. Oh, well, there we go. Mini toy hunt. Mini toy hunt done. So, there we go. That was the fun folder. Let's have a look over at other, shall we? Yeah, look at this. So, Adam, shout out to you. NXT gets a new female referee. Right, tonight's NXT event in Orlando, the one where Nathan arrived late, we'll see the debut of my latest signee, Vicky D'Erico. Vicky was recruited for our WrestleMania tryouts in Philly, started her training in September. Please give a warm welcome to the former Rough and Rowdy boxing champion. Former Rough and Rowdy. What's Rough and Rowdy? Okay, this was new to me. What's Rough and Rowdy boxing? What's that when it's at home? Rough and Rowdy boxing. Oh, it's something to do with Barstool Sports. So, okay. So they have like women fighting, men fighting, just loads of, I don't know. So she was a Rough and Rowdy boxing champion. That's wild, isn't it? That's wild. Well, there you go. You'll learn something new, ain't you? Next time you see her, you've got a fun little facts. So, love that, Adam. Yeah, check this out, World of Wrestling. Thank you. Tatanka's sons are ready for WWE. So there we go. I mean, they haven't been signed or anything to my knowledge, but those are Tatanka's sons. Wow. That's cool, man. And nothing is cooler than this, right? I'm actually going to play it, and I just don't even care if I get into trouble, right? Look at this. This is George Hackenschmidt. George Hackenschmidt is one of the most important people in the history of wrestling. When this came through, I was live, and honestly, I was giddy like a schoolgirl. This is rare footage from 1908, right? A full video of a George Hackenschmidt match. I honestly don't know if there is another video of a full George Hackenschmidt match. And this is 1908 from London, right? So we've got this bit, right? So this is footage of the actual match. And there's a moment here, I believe Hackenschmidt, there, look, he grabs him and his shoe comes off. He pulls his shoe off. So there's his shoe. Look, the referee has to come over and pick it up. So in my mind, that is an example of a 1908 botch. His shoe accidentally comes off. The ref has to pick it up. This is 1908. 1908. How many YouTubers are bringing you 1908 botches? That's all I'm doing now. I'm not doing any other content but 1908 botches, right? So this might be the end of the channel, to be honest. But there we go. His shoe. Look at that. He's got one shoe on, one shoe off. But there's loads of information here on this thing. So violentpeople.co, right? These guys are the ones that I believe are responsible for getting this footage out there. They worked with a team in New Zealand, and they're talking about like how it took a month to get that footage into the condition that it is. And there's even information here about it. Look. So this afternoon at 2:30, Joe Rogers of America had the honor of meeting George Hackenschmidt at the Oxford Music Hall in London, which is actually right at the end of Oxford Street in London, right? I think it's a Primark now. I quickly Googled it. It's now the Primark at the end of Oxford Street in London. Basically, they had a match. And look, Hackenschmidt is 30. Rogers is 26. Hackenschmidt is 5'8". Rogers is 6'2". Hackenschmidt is 14 stone 12. Rogers is 17 stone 12. And then they've got like bicep measurements and all this kind of stuff. It's amazing. It is amazing. So I haven't sat down and watched all of it, but it's amazing. And the fact it took place in London as well is obviously extra special for me. So yeah, I retweeted it a few days ago. I flipping love it, man. I love it. So that floats my boat. So there we go. Right. I think I want to make sure we've got everything. I think we have. So just a few thanks then. So Brady, shout out to you, buds. Princess Kutab Itch, thank you, my friend. Kaylin, thank you. Chris, shout out to you. Arrows1, shout out to you. Larry, appreciate it, buds. Kelly the Wise Lady, appreciate it. Thomas Scotts, XXT Stealth 31XX, Kelly the Wise Lady again. Mark, shout out to you. Cubs fan 16. Raymond, Larry Flowers, it's Bryn again. The Sinister Files, Six Music, Craig, Howdy LFC, Fiendish Howdy, Ariel, FGC Dance, shout out to you. Tubby Pancake, yes. Jay Omega as well. So big thank you to all of you that tagged me in that. I'm going to go off and get some sleep. I will be up and we will have another episode of Unseen for you later. Be warned, Raw is being taped on Sunday, today, whenever you see this. And so there will be spoilers out there. Unfortunately, Raw on Monday is taped, but it's only taped like the day before. So, that's going to suck. So we're all going to have to see if we can avoid spoilers, which is going to be impossible. But look, it is what it is. But just be aware that that's happening. But either way, I'll have an Unseen for you later. And I'm not interested in spoilers, so there won't be spoilers in there. And if there really needs to be, because there's something massive that's gone down that we need to talk about, I'll let you know it's a spoiler, right? But I don't really have any desire for spoilers. And that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye for now.